What's up, nerds? How's it going? See if anybody's even here yet. Oh, looks like we got a couple people in here. Why is... I'm confused. OBS says my bitrate's fine, but Twitch is saying otherwise. Weird. Okay, I'm gonna assume it's fine. I don't see why it wouldn't be fine. Alright, where did we leave off last week? I don't even remember. It was a long weekend. I think I was doing some stuff with menu work. Let me pull up my source control. Yeah, we were doing stuff with menus. It means I ended the stream on Friday saying I'd actually be prepared today, and I was not prepared today. I also don't think I was originally going to stream today either. But my normal like activities on Mondays are not happening this week because I'm on call for work, and it's one thing for me to also have to dip out of stream and to go work versus me being like 20 minutes to a half hour away at a game shop. All right, I think, hold on, let me. Everything seems like it's fine. Yeah. All right, cool. We'll continue on. If there's something wrong, I'm sure someone will tell me. All right, Discord's been letting out. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, like, if I hit quit, yeah, quit kicks me out. Cool. I'm gonna start and I hit pause. Okay, yeah, so save and quit to main menu, and then pretty sure if I go into a scene, I'm gonna get a little prompt that the progress will be unsaved, and I'm pretty sure I just won't have anything, and then it'll just revert back. Oh my god, I have the terrain generation turned on. Okay, so we got 2 drinks and an AK. See if I can like loot something somewhere and then. Man, this runs so bad in the editor. Those are zombies. I would just cheat, except for the fact that it's gonna. Oh, okay. It's funny that I can read that. Okay. Oh, though they turned into zombies. Forgot about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and take like this gun, I guess. Let's do that. Switch to. Oh god, that's loud. Okay, so I've got like a whole extra like. Let's fill up that inventory. Oh yeah, I don't have drag or click. Control clicking in yet. Let's go ahead and move some of this stuff over. Let's go in here. Cool, another shotgun. If I hit here, quit. Are you sure? Quit. Now it's gonna take a minute to load because this is super inefficient. I figured out why I need to redo the generation of the level because it just takes forever to do it because I'm not doing it right. But whenever it finally decides to get around to going to the main menu and I load back in, the inventory should still be, or should be back to the way it was before I went into that level. In which case, we're basically done with... I gotta figure out an elegant way to turn these, like, because I got these nice fancy buttons here, but then I just, like, this is really long to be putting into the thing, so I gotta figure out how to make that elegant and look nice. But cool. Okay, so we did leave off on Friday in a working state, or in the kind of a finished state. I don't remember what else I was going to do if there was any bugs I saw floating around. Let me pull up my Trello board and see what was going on. Oops. Oh, why? I don't really have anything in here. I can work on adding the. What do I want to do? I can work on adding the rep system. That could be something we do. Questing isn't something I want to do on stream because that's just gonna take a lot of. That's gonna take a lot of thinking that I'm just not willing to do on stream because I'm not gonna be able to do it and be entertaining at the same time. So that's out of the question. Optimizing the loading and leaving of the one level is going to require some thinking, because we even tried to run that one through ChatGPT and it just didn't want to be helpful with that one. So we're going to have to go back to square one and figure that one out myself, which is fine. I think what else is art, because we're getting really close. I mean, I could do art. I don't really want to do art. I'm not in like a drawing mood right now, but I got a lot of that I got to do. I think the reputation system is a good place to start. So let's go ahead and push these changes. or no, let's do some art and like keep going on the pause menu. Oh, one thing I do want to do is, how do we pause? I gotta pause the game when I'm running when this menu's up. So we're not done. Menu. Actually, this is probably gonna go into the UI manager. No, I'll do the. Whew, I don't know where that yawn came from. You guys ever, I had one of these days today where, man, I'm sitting at work and I'm just dozing off. It was rough today. Who's texting me? Oh, no one's texting me. All right. It sounded like a text. I want to make sure it was important. I think some of these other menus, like inventory menu, I think I had set up like open and close. I had a close menu. Do I have an open menu? It says is menu open. I could probably just do it and start, to be honest. Then I think in base menu I have I've got a close menu that I can do. Let's go ahead and do that then. Pause menu on start. What's the... See, look up how to do this pause again. I forget how to do it. Base menu is probably not even oh, base menu is a mono behavior. I'm not using update in this menu, so I'm probably safe to just do the time scale. I need to override this. The way I can do this from here. Alright, overrides. There we go. Do that and then return the base, close menu. And then before we hop back into that level, let's have it not generate all that terrain again, just for the ease of use on our end. These buttons work from here? Oh, yeah, they do. Alright. So we just need to hunt down where dudes are like shooting, and basically we just gotta make sure, see if they're still shooting when we pause. Oh. Manager. Menu, close menu. Oh. It set it to 1 for whatever reason. That shouldn't be the case. I love when the autofill decides to try to be helpful. Okay, so that it's not breaking things now. Let's go back in and see if we can find some action. Zombies. I guess I can do this and actually find them now. Question is, where am I? Maybe a couple of dead ones. I really need to increase their wander time. I don't know where I'm standing. So I'm there. Okay. We go farther down south. I'm over here. There should be a guy that wants to shoot at me. Okay, not too shabby. I do, okay. That one thing that's bothering me that I need to fix now is that reload. Where's the weapon components? So if it can't, I guess when I'm reloading, I can just tell it that it can't fire. Can fire equals false. And then can fire equal to true. Oh, an extra. So I got a couple extra flags in here that might bite me in the ass later when I mess, if I do anything, but I don't like having the two, but it is what it is. One thing, I was gonna say this before I went on that tangent. Death screen. That's what we'll do today as a death handling the death menu. See, annoyingly, I'm pretty sure I had the entire library of these made. Yeah, I will be right back. I'm gonna run to my old computer and see if I can find that file in there. And if I can, I'm gonna drop it over here, and then we can work on these letters for the pause menu. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm gonna leave it right here, and I'll just do this. Just give me 1 second. How about now? I had to I muted it because I got up a second ago and I hit the button. It must not have registered. This mic is kind of broken. How's it going? Oh, this is why it's off. CV. Edit, flip vertical. It needs to be like that. That's why it was off. So then if I take this, put that here. I was having one of those days today where I just did not want to work. I was literally dozing off at my desk today. It was kind of rough. Yeah, that passes as a B. D, I need to do kind of... Yeah, I'm doing more menu stuff, and I realized I'm missing letters because originally when I did menu things, I only made the letters I needed. And since I'm coming back in here and doing letters, I'm just doing all of the letters. Because like I'm doing the buttons for... Where's Unity? There we go. I'm doing the graphics for like these buttons. For like the pause menu and stuff. And yeah, like I said, I needed letters, and I decided since I was coming in here making letters, I'm just gonna make all the letters so that way I don't have to do this again in the future. Thanks. My question is, what do I make this D look like? Some of the letters have been easier to do than others, and I'm also trying to remember this art style I was doing. Like God knows when I was still working in Godot when I made these buttons, so. And I remember when I first made these, it was like well before I even switched to Unity. So it's been a minute since I've even touched the font. We'll come back to D. H is easy because H is literally going to be this. Rotated 90 degrees. Up there. But I'm gonna apparently not grab the entire thing. I keep saying I have a deadline, and then I never follow through with it. At this point, I've kind of given up on saying I'm gonna do a deadline because I never hold up to it. So I'm just kind of like, it is what it is. I do want to. I genuinely feel like I could do by the end of June to have an alpha test for you guys to play, because then at that point, once I have like an alpha test and everything, it's basically going to be like, is this game good? Do you guys like it? Does it seem fun? Before I basically invest a shit ton of time into basically making a ton of assets and making levels and stuff. But like mechanically, the game's pretty much done. I just have to do a couple more things. Then the rest of it's just kind of content creation. This J is going to be interesting. I think the J I can kind of work off of the T. But then I think if I take this from like the U, for example, I do that, and I remember these shortcut. Okay, it's Shift V and H. Okay. I do Shift H, and I drop this kind of like here. I'm still on select mode. And I think if I take this little bit, zoom in a little bit more. I have a button for that. I think if I take this bit and bring it up some. All right, yeah, I'm fine with that. That looks good. Decent enough. J. K basically. K is gonna be a weird one. K L-M-N-O. P should be easy. Because P is literally gonna be R without the little. Not the little thingy. LMNO P Q R S T U V W X and Y. Oh, W is gonna be an upside down M. E W X is gonna be probably based off of the V. I think I tried to do X way back and struggled. I think if I take U, bring you up. So I gotta do something kind of like that. Which, oh yeah, I remember dealing with this now. How do I get that to, oops. Okay, fine. Let's have you go up here more. And then Control V, Shift V, there we go. How do we get that to fit in a 16 by 16? Slide this over a bit so I'm not touching it. But yeah, I think we're, like I said, I think we're kind of in a point though where it's more like we're playing it by ear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wish there was like a mirror mode that I could do to kind of draw it out. So the middle is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that has to be the middle. the same thing, where that's going to be here. Because then, how do I do kind of this pattern? It's like, works, I guess. Well, let's get rid of this extra garbage. Okay, so I kind of got it sitting like that. It's not really a good, easy way for me to make these wings that I was wanting to do. Like these little bits right here and here. Like something like this. That's a hard one to fit in here. And WX. I mean, I guess it fits. Who am I kidding? It doesn't fit. Come back to it though. Y will be easy because I can basically do kind of what I did with T. I don't need to do that. I can just drop this in. I guess it's the X is fine now I have it sitting next to the other letters. Okay, so now D is the weird one. Because like O is kind of got this weird whoosh thing going on. There's no separation. I think I want B to kind of look like A too. Hold on. Actually, before I put B over here, before I mutilate it and break it and all the fun, that fun jazz. I do that. Does it look like a B or an E? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. I don't have K. should have did a word that yeah, that doesn't look like boom. I think it has to be. Yeah, I don't really think there's a way I could do the B with that same like detached thing and it look normal. Because I don't know what it's coming across as right now, but it's definitely not coming across as a B. But like if I move this guy out of the way, I grab this guy. There's just something off about it. It looks like a pretzel. I mean, that definitely reads like boom, but I just don't know if I like the letter. I wonder if connecting the center part or making it shorter would help. I can't make it shorter because all of the letters are fitting exactly in a 16 by 16. So I have to say the same footprint. And I was trying to do something similar to like this A, where the A is separate. And like, I don't know, I guess the A also, I could sit here realizing this potentially could look like an R also. I mean, bringing in the center of the B right a few pixels. You mean just doing that? But that basically brings us back to that's where we were from the B. That's the original B, I think. Is it? I think that's just straight up the original B. Let me. Oh, yeah, I mean. Yeah, it ended up just being this B again. I wonder if I do this. Because like I can totally see. I mean, the A and the R are very like distinct. And the B and the E are very like, I think the difference is though, is like this, like barely, I feel like calling this an E is like even a stretch. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. We'll just stick with the original B. Because remember, I also might not even use the B in the first place too. So there is that. Like if I come to a point where I'm using, if I'm creating a menu button and I use a B, like then I'll cross that bridge later. But like I don't think I'm gonna use a B. It's the same thing with like with the K, like the D and the K. If I really, I guess if I really need those letters, I can cross that bridge, but I don't really know how I want to attack these right now. K, I originally actually kind of toyed with. And then I need something that has a. Do this. That's almost fine. I actually kind of like that. D, actually, now that I think about it, D is easy because I can probably take this guy. But then instead of the shenanigans that are going on here, I could probably just connect like that. See, the B looks so weird now. Every other letter is fine. The B just stands out to me so bad. Am I ever going to need B on a... Because realistically, what's going to be on the pause menu? Resume, quit, and settings, maybe? I probably, like, yeah, honestly, I'm probably not going to ever use it. Now, what's gonna suck now, though, is I'm going, you know, I'm doing this design right here. But if I go into the game, imagine what that looks like, but then save and quit to the main menu. That might end up being super, super long. I mean, let's get this background. Image. Scales 1:1. Start. Scales also 1:1. Why are you guys? Why is it smaller? Why is it smaller then? What did I do to make these smaller? Oh, okay. 516. Is that 1656 divided by 516. It's not even a round number smaller. This is 3.2. Did I just like arbitrarily make these smaller? Oh, I wonder if they're set to their native size. Nope. Or well, actually, if I set the native size, 73. Okay. What's 438? 38 divided by 73. That's by 6. So then start, if I set this native size, that's 86. 516 divided by 86 is also say. Okay, so I got these scaled by 6. And then this guy, 138. And then this one's scaled by 12, so it is twice as big. Okay. Man, I'm confused. It says I have 5 viewers, but like when I check my, I just looked over because I happened to look over and notice it said I have 5 viewers, but I see technically Barbecue Tendies, which is technically me, still floating in there because I was using my phone to check my audio settings, and then I see Fev. I don't see anybody else in here. Okay, so I do know that these are scaled by 6. So in that case, do I literally say save and quit to main menu? Let's just build it and see what it says. Don't need this thing right now. I just need a keyboard and mouse. Do that. Width. I don't know, let's say like 256 for now. I need it to be big. That's not big enough, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes. Or let's just build it in here. Let's grab. I need, do I want an ampersand? What does an ampersand look like? Oh god, am I gonna even be able to do an ampersand? Ampersand is like, it's the dude dragging his butt on the ground. So like it's this and then that. Yeah, that's an ampersand. There's no way. Okay, there's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to draw that. I guess I don't even need to say save and quit to main menu. I can just say save and quit. Something like that. Is it clear what that says? Like, does this look like and? I really can't tell. I think everything is very clear. But that's okay. That's what I was. Thanks, Z-Wraith. So I think the D needs to be reworked. Like every other letter is pretty clear as to what it is, but like and definitely is not reading correctly. Does it look better if I just... Oh, I'm gonna use my mouse, so I need the straight line tool. I need to figure out how to round it off more. Because, you know, D's got that, like... It's like this comes out, or let me freehand this instead. I'm trying to use tools. It's like D when you do it. See, it's like flat and then it rounds out. So actually, I wonder if... I think, God, I would love to be able to just vibe code my way into a successful job. I think, see that the D looks too plain, like plain now. Like the D just stands out as doesn't match. But man, I feel like there's a misconception out there now that I feel like there's so many, you hear the couple success stories of people that are like, oh, I make fuck you money, vibe coding and blah, blah, blah and stuff like that. And I guarantee every single one of those people that is making like tons and tons of money vibe coding were probably already high level engineers already making good money in the first place. So they know how to take like what the AI is generating, or they know what the code is supposed to look like. So they're able to prod the code into like the correct direction. And so it's like, I think those are the kinds of people that are making tons of money off of vibe coding. And I really, really do not think there's people that are like, you know, genuinely making like crazy tons of money with vibe coding at like with no coding experience whatsoever. Can make the left line of the D look like the I, that kind of thing. I guess I don't know how to... So you're saying like this eye. You know, actually, hold on. I think you might be onto something. If I take these... Oops. Drop that here. Move the D line up a bit and keep the top and bottom curves. I think I lost you. One thought I had was potentially doing that, maybe. Okay. It still looks too generic for the... Wait, hold on. If I do this and move it in like that. Hold on, we might be cooking here. And I do this and this, this and this. Something like that. How's that look in a word? Except, let's do... That fits a whole hell of a lot better. That actually, yeah, that definitely, I don't think it's perfect, but it definitely, it fits a lot better. Man, I'm really proud of this K, and I'm sad that I really don't think I'm gonna actually get to use the K. This is good enough, though, that I'm going to at least take this and drop it into that. So now, actually, I wonder if I take... Okay. So if I build off of this D, can I work with this to make the B not look terrible? Because I think what really brings a lot of those together is the fact that a lot of these letters are built off of each other. So like now that the B and the D, like the D isn't the only one with the same style. The B also has a style now. So there's other letters in the set that look the same, and it kind of brings it all together. I think that B looks a whole lot better. And honestly, I think this is a very... I think it looks good. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm... I think that looks good. And then like now, yeah, the save and quit is now like actually reading well. And now I gotta figure out how to get the blood splatter again behind them, because I think I just kind of drew it on there. Okay, so let's hop back over to Unity, because what is... So yeah, this is just save and quit. I don't need it to be save and quit to main menu. I feel like the to main menu is redundant because you're quitting anyway. Versus... in the level, I have quit to main menu. That one I might leave to say quit to main menu, just to make it more clear that you're exiting out of like you're exiting out of the game essentially to the main menu and not back to the hideout. Which should I have like is a quit to main menu even necessary, or should I just have it quit? Like, I guess I could have a, like, I don't know. I've always felt conflicted about like, because there's some about menus having 2 quit buttons, because there's like there's quit and then quit to main menu. Oh yeah, what's the price of that? I've looked at this before. They're like expensive. $230 is a lot for that kind of thing. Also, me looking at prices, I just realized I got to do something really quick. Hang on. Make sure you guys definitely cannot see my screen here. One second. But I'm kind of in the same boat where I've got so many other like expensive hobbies and other expensive projects I'm working on right now that it's yeah, spending that kind of money is not super appealing to me right now. Yeah, right. I also just don't have the time to mess with that kind of stuff. I'm already learning combat robotics, so I got that going for me. You guys want to see the back of my credit card that has all my numbers and stuff on it? A valid number. That is. Hold on. Wait, your card doesn't even have a number on it? How do you buy stuff online? Oh, shoot. There it goes. It was telling me that my number wasn't, it was telling me my number wasn't valid, and I was like, "What do you mean? It was identical." I had to pay my phone bill before my parents got mad at me. Basically ever since, even as an adult, I'm still on the same phone plan as my parents because it's literally cheaper. Because my wife is on her parents' phone plan too, and it's literally cheaper for both of us to be still on our parents' phone plans than it is for us to get our own phone plan. So you know, just casually paying bills on stream. Okay, I think it'd be fine to have a quit and then a quit to main menu button. Then the player will have, you know, the choice of doing, you know, whatever they want to do. So this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's going to be 13. Let's make a new one of these. And it's going to be 16 times 13 by 16 for now, I guess. And we're going to grab that over here, and I've got 14. Neat. I can center this nicely. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or actually, hold on. If I open up settings. Oh, well, it gets weird when I've got the gap. All right. Technically, this should be one lower then. Then for the time being, we can actually just do that. Drop this down by 1. Drop this up by 1. Okay. File. Let's export this bad boy out. Assets. Right. UI. Save and let's do that. Export. Cool. Close that out. Yeah, don't need that. We come in here. So you guys are all main menu buttons, which I probably did not use on. Oh, I did use main menu button. Neat. Okay. So I can delete that guy. Change this to be... Oh, well, I gotta find it first. Save and quit needs to be single sprite. 16. Points. None. Apply. Now we can go back in here. Save and quit. Set native size. Oh, but it's so much bigger. That's what she said. This is fine being that big. I hit save and quit. What did I disconnect already? Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay. That's gonna... I had some code in here. Basically, that little text box that appeared said something different based off of what... Okay, fine. We don't need this. I don't want to make a second save, but we might have to put these in a container and just have them auto order, and then that way, and then I can check the scene and... Yeah, this is going to require some... Okay, fine. Fine. So this is going to be... Save and quit. And these will still have toggles based off of. Two bottles of tequila, 2 large cast iron pans. Those are nice pans. 3 sets of shot glasses with holders, and they called other names but they weren't there and redrawn. You won every. God, if I was the other people there, I would start getting so pissed if I saw the same person just winning everything. Okay, so then I'm gonna have to manage. There's. Okay. I'm not surprised, not in the slightest. Hey, Zeppelin. Stretching. A lot. I mean, it's hard basically because it's like you don't want to change the rules in the middle of it because that's not fair to the person, because it is all just luck. Like, I mean, it's the odds of that happening is, you know, so slim, but like it technically can happen, like you showed. So it's like I wouldn't want to change the rules of how that shit like worked in the middle of it. But like I have been to like plenty of like raffles and stuff where like it was like once you won something, you couldn't win anything else. But then it's like, but then you get into situations of like, well, if you won, you know, something early, then you had no chance of winning any of the other stuff. And then it's like, so I don't know how to go about it. But yeah, that's funny. Honestly, I don't think I'd be mad, but I'd be like, you know what, props to that guy, because depending on how many people are there, the odds of that happening is so slim. Okay, so basically I'm gonna do save and quit dot on what is the main menu buttons event? Wait, how do these buttons even work? What? Oh, okay. I gotta get the, okay, I understand how I did this. It's a weird way to do it, but I understand. So I gotta get component button, and then on click.add listeners. Okay. Add listener. I think it's just the name of the function. Okay. Save and quit on click. On click, there we go. Oh, wait. All that, and I didn't even do it right. There we go. So save and quit. On click. has got to... Neither of these were saving before. And since I got to get the player. So player equals find object of type player. Oh my god, not that. That. Find first object of type. And then I'm gonna do player.save. And scene manager. Except no, I gotta save the... The stash needs save too. Okay, there's a dumb way I can do this that I'm just gonna do for now, just for the sake of doing that. Is that stash? Okay. Okay, so then I'll do the same thing where I'll do stash. That'll at least get it functioning, and then I can load the main menu. Yeah, it was fine. I mean, we were playing fantasy instead of 40k, and I'm kind of preferring 40k these days. And so I hadn't like played AOS in a long time. And then my buddy I was playing against had like a brand new book, so obviously like super OP. So I kind of got my ass handed to me, but it is whatever. Load scene. There we go. And for the sake of... There we go. For the sake of those not having issues. I think I should have two options though too. Save and quit, because I'm gonna have multiple save files at some point. So I guess I should have like a save and quit to main menu, and then a save and quit game. Yeah, I kind of want to do that. So let's go back in here. Down one. There we go. Then I gotta grab all of these guys. And then how many over? Oh, it's an odd number. I can't center it. Oh, I can't center it. What do I do? But then, no, because I would have to do it up here too, so the spaces are consistent. So I'm going to be in the same position. And if I pull both, and I would have to do even if I ignored the top line, I would have to pull both of these spaces in at least one. It's going to get pulled in an even number. In which case, I'm still going to have an odd number amount at the end. Because if I pull one from here, I have to pull one from here. Save and quit main menu. Or wait, hear me out. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be one menu. There's going to be a save and quit to main menu and then just a save and quit game. Because one of them will say... Oh, that works. Yeah, that works. I feel like though, if I have one that says save and quit and one that just says main menu, I feel like that almost like somewhat implies that like the main menu one's not going to save. I guess I could just do main menu and quit. And then there could just be the... Because actually I could just do main menu and quit. Because the thing is when I'm out and extracting and I hit like the quit button, a little warning will pop up that says unsaved progress will not be saved. But then if you hit quit the main thing, it'll just quit out. So I think, you know, it's one, I could explain it and, you know, through like a tutorial or something like that. But then two, I guess that also kind of implies. So in which case, I'm pretty sure I have. Because then I have a quit. I guess I don't have a main menu one, but I do have a quit one. Also, I'm realizing if I go. These guys have the exact same blood splatter. And I don't have these files anymore. I don't know if I won't be able to split these into layers. I guess I could copy one. That's annoying. That's really annoying. This is why I hate art. Oh, I don't want to do this now. I might just get rid of the blood splatters, period, to be honest. Do I really need them? Honestly, I don't even think I need the blood splatters in every single setting. All right, whatever. I'm gonna roll with it for now. Because like, God, I'm also this would be easier too if I just did. How many games have a straight up like quit to main menu or just a quit game? Like, I guess I do see quit to desktop a lot. See, that's the thing is I feel like there's a lot of games that you have a quit to there's like half the games, yeah, there's like only a quit to main menu and then a quit, and then a lot of other games I played have a quit to like I'm trying to think here. I'm gonna mute my music for a second. I'm gonna boot up a game and we're just gonna see what happens or what my set options are. This game only gives me exit to main menu. And then actually, if I'm in a... Because I just fired up Zero Sievert, which is a game that's pretty similar to mine. Even this game, okay, even Zero Sievert, when I'm in a mission, the only option is exit to main menu. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So go alt 4. Okay, so that still gives me, okay, so that still means I have to do a thing though. So like when I'm in the hideout, when I can leave safely, I'll just have save and quit. That's, you know, that way the player knows for a fact that they're saving. And then the other one can just be, I can do it something, I'll do it like, do it like fun though. Instead of just being quit, I'll just say like abandoned mission or something like that, you know? How long is that? Oh, look, here we are now using that B that I said I was never going to use. So like that would be like abandon the mission. And then I guess I could also just have a straight up quit to desktop in. I feel like it'd be inconsistent though, because if in the hideout I have you quitting to the main or quitting the game. Or quitting to the main menu, but then the other one I'm having you quit to the, or no, I'm not. Or because abandoned mission would be quit back to the hideout, and then I could just have quit to desktop. Or I can just do quit to main menu. Give them two options, but everything. If you quit to the hideout, yes, it's if you're in a mission and you quit and abandon the mission, anything that you found during the mission will be lost, but you'll still have everything that you had when you went into the mission. Basically, if you abandon the mission, you're just going to reset to where you were before you went into the mission in the first place. It's only when you die that you'll lose everything. So if you quit a mission, you're not going to lose. If you quit a mission, the only thing you're going to lose is anything that you found during the mission. And I'll just have two different warning messages that pop up that say that, like, if you click abandon mission, it'll say a little warning message will say you'll revert to, it basically you'll revert to where you were before you went to the mission. Blah blah. Basically explain what's happened, and then if you, I guess in the same thing, it's Yeah, it's the same message. The unsaved progress will be unsaved, but it's when you go into a mission, it saves beforehand. So basically every time you leave a scene is when the save happens. There's no like manual save outside of, I guess, save and quit from the thing. And then I'm just gonna have both of the quits just go to the main menu. Q. These look like they're going to be roughly the same length. I'm kind of regretting deleting the main menu stuff that I had already made. Yeah, they're roughly the same size, so they'll look pretty good on the pause menu. So what did I have in here? It's save and quit. Okay, so save and quit is fine. And then, so we just need to export the other two then. See, new, okay. And then we just have to go yoink, yoink. Expand it out by one, just a smidge. Oops. Or as, is this going to the same? Nope. Sprites, UI, save and quit, abandon mission, export, cool. And then I can grab this one. That, make a new one. Same thing as before, give it a bit of padding around the outside. And then we're going to export this. Go back to every single time. It doesn't remember what the last folder I saved stuff in is, and it's really, really annoying. And I have to go like all the way through. At least if I remembered, I'd have to back like one or two and then go in. Sprites, UI. Export, cool. Yeah, we don't need these because now we can open them up as the JPEGs later and be fine. So let's get rid of this now. And let's shrink these guys down to proper size. And let's go ahead and export this bad boy out too, just so I have it. Call that font for now. Save, export, cool. Now we always have that guy too. All right, back into Unity. So what I need here then is a game object. Button box. I'm gonna put the button in here because then now what I need is a layout group. Vertical layout group. We're gonna center you. Wait, what? Oh, upper left. Middle center. There we go. It's a reverse arrangement. I don't know. Padding or spacing, let's do like 5 in between. And then now if I add a... I don't even remember everything that I did. UI. Save and quit. Quit to main menu. 16. Single. Point. None. Apply. Where's abandoned mission? There it is. Single 16 point none apply. Okay. Save and quit. And we're going to duplicate that, and then you can be ban done mission. And then you can be quit to main menu. So then you will be, oops, I had it there. Abandoned mission. Set to native size, there we go. And then the last one will be quit to main menu. Set native size, okay. So we have save and quit. I think, well, because I mean, it depends. Like I don't think there's really a good way for them to make, because not everyone is changing, their pixels per unit to the same, scale. Sprite mode. I feel like sprite mode, I feel like either way makes sense. I feel like it does make more sense for it to be default to multiple, because normally there's sprite sheets and stuff. Like technically if I wanted to, I actually could put all 3 of the, I could pack these sprites into one thing, set it to multiple, and then cut them out in editor, and then only have 1 file instead of 3. Well, the point no filter is for it's because I'm using pixels. I don't know what bilinear and trilinear do offhand, but I have used like left it as bilinear before. The only reason I have to set it to point is because I'm doing pixel art. And then the compression I set to none because the compression does weird things. I don't know. The compression, that one I don't really have an answer for, but like the filter mode, I could, you know, I definitely have left it as bilinear plenty of times before. So if I'm in the level 0 hideout, that's the thing, is it probably feels like it all the time because we predominantly do pixel art. But I definitely have used different settings before. Now, what I really wish is that I could set a default so that way I don't have to change these every single time in a project, because, you know, most likely in a, like, every single sprite that I import my game are all going to use the same setting. So I wish I could set these and not have to change them every time I import. I might like texture pack these now that I think about it. Is texture packing, honestly, is that even beneficial? I think in this instance, it doesn't matter because I know it has to do with draw calls. Yeah, I think in this instance, it really doesn't matter if I pack these into one texture or if I just have them as separate. So I think what I should do is make all of these. I like the ability to see these in this menu, but I also prefer to, like, if the scene is, you know, the hideout, turn this one on. I guess it's fine either way. Okay, so in this case, we'll do main an object, game object set false, or then quit to desktop. That's otherwise save and quit. Oh, now it doesn't want to give me the. So now I go back to here, hit play, start the game. So now if I pause in here, it did nothing. Probably because I didn't attach I didn't attach things. Hold on. So yeah, I did not attach any of these. You saw nothing. I didn't screw anything up. I'm a great programmer. Okay, so now, yeah, so now the only thing that pops up is save and quit. And then if I go in here, hopefully this doesn't take a while because I think I have terrain generation turned off. Yep, if I go in here, I have abandoned mission and quit to main menu. Ever watched anime? Yes and no. I mean, I have watched anime. I wouldn't say I'm like an avid anime watcher. Like I've watched the big ones like what is it? I've watched Sword Art Online and I really enjoyed that. I even went and saw Ordinal Scale in theaters when that came out. I was fucking okay, there it is. I was fucking with some screws and a washer fell off and I thought I lost it. Which, oh, funny story about these screws. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, no, I even when Ordinal Scale went in the theaters, I went and saw that. So I like Sword Online. I've watched. I still need to watch the last like half season of Attack on Titan. I watched up until that we were waiting for that to come out, and then it came out, and I haven't finished it. What else have I watched? I watch One Piece on and off. That one's a lot to get through. But then other than that, I really can't think of anything else I've really watched. I mean, I've watched the entirety of like Pokemon, and I've watched the entirety of like Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I've watched Digimon also, if we want to count, you know, I guess those count. But yeah, no, I think that's about it. What's Solo? I mean, I'm assuming it's video game related. That's like every anime. Those intros and outros go way too hard sometimes. Solo leveling is a blah 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 blah. Well, that didn't tell me anything about what it is. It's on Crunchyroll, so that's nice. Makes it easy to watch. What's the TLDW of this? What's it about? Plot. Okay. A little bit of strength. Blah 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 blah. He soon discovers he's been choosing to inherit the position of the Shadow Monarch, essentially turning you into an immoral necromancer. That, I mean, you've got me on necromancy. Seems interesting. Trying to think whatever. Oh, I've also watched I've watched Full Metal Alchemist too. That's another one that I've seen and I enjoyed. I realized the black does not help the background here. Canvas background. This actually needs to be like a yeah, I'll give it a look. I did learn about this one anime that was like had something to do like being turned into like a dumpster or no, a vending machine, something like that. Reborn as a vending machine. And now I wonder that, yeah, this was one that I randomly learned about from like a podcast. And I was like, what the hell is this? What's the oh geez, what's her name? There's another big one that I've seen. It's got like the girl, she's wearing she's got like the black outfit that probably is not helpful at all because I'm not getting anything. If I remember right, it was like kind of fan servicey though. But I remember not hating it. What the hell was the name of it? Because I know it's a popular one, I thought. No, not Demon Hunter, but I have seen Demon Hunter. Why is... So this, it's not been... Oh, it's not on repeat. That's why. Okay, I get like through the entire list and then it like starts playing random stuff. Though, okay, but looking up, I did find Devilman Crybaby, which I have actually seen. That one was weird. That was really weird. I had a buddy tell me to watch it, and the entire time I was like, what the hell am I watching? What is... Kill la Kill. That's what I was thinking of. But I'm trying to think. There's some other random... there was some zombie one that I remember watching that was good. It was also kind of fan servicey though, because I distinctly remember a girl like falling on the ground, right? And it was either in her boobs or in her butt, that then some other guy like jumped on top of her and like mounted his gun, like I said, either in cleavage or ass crack. And every time we shot, they like jiggled it and shit. Like dumb shit like that was happening, but it had to do with like zombies and shit. They got like a TV show, or there was like a TV show that was similar to it, that High School of the Dead. That's what it was. Those are high school students stuck in a zombie apocalypse. But yeah, for whatever reason, like of the fan services, like of the scenes I could remember, the dude like basically, like I said, like basically using someone's either ass or boobs as like a mount for their gun and shooting was like the weirdest thing. All right, so let's see. Let's grab that copy. Actually, before I do that, let's see if this is a good color, because I don't want black. That's perfectly fine. I'm gonna get like an actual background art at some point. Menu pause. Let's take this background, and actually, you need to be in it. In this background, let's go to pop that same gray on there, so we can actually see the letters and shit. Yeah, I definitely have seen some like weirder ones, but I think like that's honestly the extent of it. There's not really many other anime that I can think of that I've seen. Actually, no, there's a couple more. Let me see. Like, we're getting to like ones that like my friends were like, hey, watch this. And I was like, all right, I did. And then it turned into me going, what am I watching? There's this one about... Like, I mean, this one was like a weird one where he was like collecting like a harem and shit like that. But it was like about this like kid who like went to this school that was like specifically for like monsters, but like he wasn't a monster or something like that. Like I've seen High School DxD. I have not watched it though, but I have seen it. And I know all about that one, because that's the I mean, that's like the super fan servicey one where like every single fight scene they end up all getting like like basically everyone ends up losing their clothes and shit. Because like if I remember right, it's like it's another one of those like harem ones where like the guy is like has like the group of like girls and shit like that. But this one's like chess based or some shit like that. No, but yeah, no, I've heard of that one. This one's like Rosario Vampire, I guess I'm finding from Googling. I like how I'm not even developing anymore. I'm just trying to Google like random. Maybe this is it. I think this is it. Rosario Vampire is like another weird one that it's High School DxD was one of the ones where like one of my friends that was like super into anime was like, hey, you should watch this one. And I started watching it. And I'm like, what the? It went 0 to 100 like real quick. And then there's another. Oh, okay. My favorite, all-time favorite, just weird anime that technically falls into the fan service one, but there's no like nudity in this one. But basically, it was sumo wrestling, but like they were on like this platform in a pool. And it was an all girls sport. It was like an only girl sport, and they were on a platform in a pool, and they basically had to sumo wrestle, but they could only hit each other with their boobs and their butts. That one, a buddy of mine showed me it, and I was like, but why? But I've seen enough of High School DxD, because I definitely watched like the entirety of the first season, and because purely off of like what my buddy said about it, and I kind of agree with him, where if you took out all of the fan service in DxD, it still would actually be like a good anime. Like I really feel like it doesn't need the fan service. Let's get that here. Okay. Yeah, like I don't even know how many seasons there are of DxD. I've only seen like I said, I've only seen the first season as well. But like, yeah, I genuinely believe if you like took the fan service out of it, like it probably actually would still be able to stand on its legs and like be a good anime. So what I can do here is let's grab this. And then yeah, I'm getting off in like 10 minutes anyway. So glad to have you here. Always appreciate it. Glad to talk about weird anime that we've seen. You watched me try to vibe code on stream and it didn't. Actually, I should do that like on stream one day and just try to vibe code my way through something like literally like I think yeah, that would be fun. And like not allow myself to write any code, like only use AI and see what I can do. But like that'd be the key is I can't let myself code because otherwise I'll just fix everything. I think I want to change these honestly to instead of having a little thing like a pop like a sub menu pop up and yeah, but I don't want to be but then the problem is if I got popular doing that, that's why people would want to see that, not the game dev. So I feel like when I go back over to game dev, I'd still be here. I don't know. Maybe. I'm sure there's a retention rate that I'm sure there's like some people that I could get that would like pull over to the other side. That seems like a fun Friday stream thing where I don't feel like working. I'll toy with that. But yeah, you have a good night. I will be streaming again tomorrow. Same time, same place. And I guess that goes for anybody else that's hanging out and stream. If you haven't, definitely follow me up on all those socials. I'll just put the link there. Normal schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday from 2 o'clock to whenever I decide to stop. Or actually, it's from roughly 2 o'clock, but basically whenever I decide to start. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, generally it's around 2 o'clock, and I usually stream to about 4:30. And I'll be back again tomorrow. So you guys have a good night, and I will.